The Dr. Demento Show, brought to you by Hershey's Bar None, with chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate. It's the one with more, Bar None, and brought to you by the people at Nike, who encourage you to just do it.
Wind up your radio. I'm Dr. Demento with mad music and crazy comedy from out of the archives and off the wall. Rare records and outrageous tapes from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Once again, I've set up my portable studio here in my rustic retreat deep in the wobbling woodlands of Upper Perplexity to bring you an all-new assortment of amazing alacrities. Last week, as you recall, we featured doggy ditties, and this time we'll give the felines equal felicity with a scintillating selection of kitty ditties. Meow! We'll commence the caterwauling a few minutes from now, but first, since it is Labor Day weekend, let's have a couple of tunes for the working people. Okay, all you spotted owls, put your wings together and let's hear it for the Lumberjacks.
Leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia. The giant larch, the redwood, the mighty Scotch spine. With my best girl by my side, we'd sing, sing, sing. Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the lavatory. On Wednesdays I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea.
He cuts down trees, he eats his lunch, he goes to the lavatory. On Wednesdays he goes shopping and has buttered scones for tea.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. I cut down trees, I skip and jump. I like to press wildflowers. I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars.
He cuts down trees, he skips and jumps. He likes to press wildflowers. He puts on women's clothing and hangs around in bars.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. I cut down trees, I wear high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear papa.
Cuts down trees, he wears high heels, suspenders and a bra.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. Yes, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
Well, I rise up every morning at 7:45. Some woman who's my wife tells me not to be late. I kiss the kids goodbye, I can't remember their names. And week after week, it's always the same. And it's, oh boys, can't you code it? Whoop, and program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling up the data on the Xerox line. Then it's code in the day to give the keyboard a punch. Then cross, correlate, and a break for some lunch. Correlate, tabulate, process, and screen. Program, print out, regress to the mean. And it's, oh boys, can't you code it? Program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling up the data on the Xerox line. Yeah, then it's home again, eat again, watch some TV, make love to my woman at 10:53. I dream the same dream when I'm sleeping at night. I'm soaring over hills like an eagle in flight. And it's, oh boys, can't you code it? And program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling up the data on the Xerox line. Someday I'm gonna give up all the buttons and things. I'll punch that time clock till it can't ring. Burn up my necktie and set myself free. Cause no one's gonna fold, bend, or mutilate me. And it's old boys, can't you code it? Ooh, program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line. And it's old boys, can't you code it? And program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line.
You know, the men who built the railroads used to sing songs kind of like that when they were lifting all those heavy rails and ties and such. They were called hollers, and Stan Rogers hollered the white collar holler for the modern working person there. That was written by Nigel Russell. And Eric Idle and Monty Python sang the lumberjack song. Meow, okay, bring on kitty cats.
Well, little lady, let me elucidate here. Everybody wants to be a cat, because a cat's the only cat who knows where it's at.
Tell me everybody's picking up on that feline beat, 'cause everything else is obsolete. A square with a horn makes you wish you weren't born.
Every time he plays,
but with a square in the act, you can set music back
to the caveman days.
I've heard some corny birds who tried to sing.
Still, the cat's the only cat who knows how to swing.
Who wants to dick, long head kick, stuff like that?
When everybody wants to be a cat, a square with a horn makes you wish you weren't born. Every time he plays, oh, a rinky-tinky-tinky with a square in the act, you can set music back to the caveman days.
Oh, a rinky-tinky-tinky.
Yes, everybody wants to be a cat, because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. When playing jazz, you always has a welcome mat. Everybody digs a swinging cat.
Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be a cat. Hallelujah, everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be a cat.
Aren't I gracious to grant you the use of my chair? Aren't I wonderful when I give you a dead mouse? Aren't I utterly, totally beyond compare? And don't you admire the virtues you see in marvelous, lovely, magnificent me? I will carefully shed just selected dark hair when I'm lying on all the white laundry you did, and the white hairs will go when I bother to lair on black velvet where they can't be brushed off or hid. They look so much better that way, you'll agree. They'll remind you of lovely, magnificent me. Meow, wow, wow, meow, meow. If you try to insist that I live on dry food, I will either look thin and pathetic and sad, or I just might do something disgusting and rude, such as eat it, then throw up all over your pad. Only chicken and liver and fish naturally are are fit for the palate of marvelous meow. Meow, wow, wow, meow, meow. I really don't understand why you should look at anything else or have things in your hands. So I'll patiently lie on your papers or book to suggest that you treat me as my rank demands. You really should pet me when your hands are free. It's a privilege to fondle magnificent meow. Meow, wow, wow, meow, meow. For just when you're maddest at something I've done, I'll go do something else that's so touching or sweet, that's so charming, adorable, silly, or fun. It'll just knock the stockings clean off of your feet. Now you know you can't win, so why fight it? You see, I know you're a sucker for marvelous meow. Meow, wow, wow, meow, meow. I know you're a sucker for marvelous me.
All hail the feline American princess. FAP for short. FAP is the name of that song by Leslie Fish. And from Walt Disney's Aristocats, which was actually the first Disney picture to be completed after Uncle Walt passed on, Phil Harris and Scatman Crothers with Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. More kitty ditty shortly. On the Dr. Demento Show, our next stack of Laugh and Wax features Spike Jones, Tom T. Hall, and a song about America's most famous cat owner.
In the news, more embarrassing photos of government officials.
More mayonnaise spilled onto the exit ramp.
More school days added to the calendar.
More relaxing, beautiful music.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of. Like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
Today's letter to Nike. I can't find Air Force high shoes in my size. Can you send me some 23 triple E's? Signed, Dave. Sorry, Dave. We don't have your size 23, but we do have some very pretty canoes. Career advice, Dave. Freak show! You, Fish Boy, Bearded Betty traveling around the country with a lot to talk about. Oh, and Dave, Lightbo suck those toes. You'll be down to 22 D's in no time. Give our best to Mr. Spongeface.
You run a roller coaster like this, monster, and safety's your #1 concern. No matter what, you just can't let anything distract you, especially your stomach.
There's a hunger inside you.
Nothing satisfies your hunger like a Snickers bar, packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel.
I need to be sure the little ones don't sneak on, that folks buckle up, and I need food, so I grab a Snickers.
There's a hunger inside you.
Many people would say that when cats and people live together, it is the cat who is truly the owner of the person. And so, with your permission, Socks, we salute your human. Our singer is Loose Bruce Curl.
El Presidente, born a son of the South, will touch my mouth. El Presidente, El Presidente. He comes from Hope, Arkansas, and he sure loves his ma. El Presidente, El Presidente. Got a stepbrother, wow. How come he turns up now? El Presidente, El Presidente. With Bill and Hillary, elect one, get one free. La Presidente, La Presidente. If the economy he don't fix, they can switch in 96. La Presidente, La Presidente. Born a son of the South will push my mouth. El Presidente, El Presidente, El Presidente, El Presidente. You said shout it gay and proud. You said gays should be loud. El Presidente, El Presidente. They won't make campaign deposits if they're stuck back in the closets. El Presidente, El Presidente. Get this country on its feet, or next election you're red meat. El Presidente, El Presidente. In the wings, don't you know, stands a seasoned Perot. El Napoleon, El Napoleon. Born a son of the South, will push my mouth. El Presidente, El Presidente. Everybody, born a son of the South, will hush my mouth. El Presidente, El Presidente, El Presidente, El Presidente.
I was there on the day the monkey came into this world. His face was round and reddish and his hair was slightly curled. He didn't look too different from the others I had seen. Who'd have thought he was the answer to the nation's dream? At first he didn't seem to be intelligent at all. Each time he'd start to walk about, he'd stumble and he'd fall. My first impression was to be a most mistaken thought. Lord Almighty, what's this little hairy monkey wrought? Because I witnessed his departure from his mother's womb, I felt inclined to check his progress every afternoon. One day the keeper of the zoo called in the live TV. Brinkley said, I think you'll be amazed at what you see. The monkey walked and talked and waved his arms about his head. In the corner was the stack of books that he had read. An educated monkey said the papers crossed the land. It was more than weary sociologists could stand. Oh, his fame was universal. He was on the Carson show. People talked about him kindly everywhere he'd go. His insight was amazing. His philosophy was fair. He became a politician, welcome everywhere. His wit was not to be compared with any mind intact. He'd lace a phrase with irony and blend it all with fact. Conservatives applauded and the liberals were entranced. The bigots and the integrationists were in his camp. Nobody dared to meet him in an open press debate. He was nominated by the folks from every state. Yes, a monkey was the president, though maybe not the first. And there was peace and harmony throughout the universe. The dream I had last night has been related as it came. As for interpretation, well, it's really very plain. Would you rather have the monkey up in Washington, D.C., or have those people making monkeys out of you and me?
Tom T. Hall with the monkey that became president on the Dr. Demento show. And just for the record, Richard Nixon was president when that song came out. And brand new from Loose Bruce Kerr, El Presidente. You know, we demand so much of our presidents, but how could it be any other way? You know, I imagine one of the most important things that a person has to really know how to do in order to be a good president, something that's often overlooked, they need to know how to relax a little bit, just a little bit now and then. Here's some advice about that.
Well, people, got my mojo working. Thought you might like to know. Pal, how are you? Uncle Jack. Don't have a spasm or a heart attack. You're too tense, gotta relax. That ain't my opinion, it's the facts. Listen, pal, you worry too much. pretty soon you'll be losing touch. Take time for fun. It ain't a crime. Don't be serious all the time. Uncle Jack says relax. Uncle Jack says relax. Try to be perfect. What's the point? You're just getting your nose out of the joint. What's all the hype about working out and running? I prefer laying out and sunning. I know dancing gives you good effects, but screw aerobics, save your thighs for sex. Wanna be athletic? Do it like me. Grab a beer, sit down, watch sports on TV. Uncle Jack says relax. Uncle Jack says relax. Quit throwing parties you can't afford, inviting jerks you'd rather ignore, standing around feeling bored just to be big on the social score. Why you need toys like a Cuisinart? Wanna cook at home, toast a Pop-Tart. Quit cleaning so much, turn the lights down low. If they can't see the dust, who's gonna know? Better Homes and Gardens is just a magazine, it's not reality. Clean all you want, it just gets sturdy again. Think about it. Break it down. Career, shoot for the top. Climb the corporate ladder, where are you gonna stop? Dress for success, 60-hour weeks. The old nerdy look is now called chic. 3-piece suits, briefcases, slick back hair, serious faces. Quit chasing the box, don't be a chump. Why you wanna be another Donald Trump? Uncle Jack says relax. Uncle Jack says relax. What's that? You enjoy the rat race? Yeah, right. Okay, stay on that treadmill, sport. When you keel over, you'll catch your picture on the cover of Executive Sucker Illustrated. All your colleagues will buy a copy and put it in their briefcases next to their ulcer medicine.
As the sun pulls away from the shore and our boat sinks slowly in the west, we approach the island of Lulu, spelled backwards, Ul-Ul. Ah, in the distance we hear Spike Jones and his wacky Wackakians.
Spike Jones and his wacky Waikakians with the Hawaiian War Chat on the Dr. Demento Show, requested by John Skirchok of Bellefonte, PA. You know, Hawaiian music is one of the best non-pharmaceutical relaxers that there is, though that might not necessarily be an ideal example we had right there. Uncle Jack says Relax, an unreleased tape that was a big Funny Five favorite a few years ago by Charles Webb and Tom Bolton. Get out a pen and paper now, and I'll tell you how you can become a member of the all-new Demento Society. If you join now, you'll receive a membership card, a demented bumper sticker, a press kit with my official bio, the world's most demented button, and a personally autographed photo of yours truly. Plus, you'll receive a copy of my newsletter to keep you hip to all the latest happenings in dementia land. And for a limited time only, you'll also get a demented compact disc or tape full of mad music and crazy comedy. This CD and tape not sold in stores. It's available exclusively to members of the Demento Society. The entire demented package, including the special CD or tape, costs only $14.95 per year. So send your cash, check, or money order to Dr. Demento in care of the Demento Society, P.O. Box 884, Culver City, California 90232. That's $14.95 to the Demento Society, P.O. Box 884, Culver City, California 90232. Well, while I was telling you all about that, Whimsical Will dropped by to drop off the demented news, hitching a ride on Aladdin's magic rug, I guess. He'll fill us in on demented doings in the real world. Then I'll be back with more kitty ditties and a couple of ragtime melodies, too.
The faster you move on these blades, the hungrier you get. Whoa! You gotta pay attention to every bump on the road. Start listening to your stomach, and you're through.
There's a hunger inside you.
Nothing satisfies your hunger like a Snickers bar, packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel.
It's a lot of fun. You just always wear wrist guards and carry some food. Those Snickers really work.
There's a hunger inside you.
Today's letter to Nike. Dear Nike, I bought Air Jordans and I still can't dunk. What gives? Signed, Alex. Alex, you sure you can't dunk? Everyone else can. Do you have calf muscles? Those help. How about your hands? Can you palm a grapefruit? Your family have a history of this kind of thing? Al, are you a bedwetter? Gee, Al, don't know what else to tell you. Maybe you're just screwed.
And I wish you could see this crowd. More fans are wearing paper bags as the losing streak
More UFO sightings.
More tickets to the chess championship.
More commercials.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of, like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
It's time to get down and get up again with the Demented News. I'm Whimsical Will.
There's no turning back now.
In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep.
Billy Joel is back with a brand new album.
I'm so happy I can hardly contain myself.
It's been 4 years since his last record, and he was a little worried we might have forgotten about him.
Recorded by Billy who?
But not so, as his new album debuted at #1. And he's kicking off his world tour.
Thank you very much. I love you.
We managed to catch up with Billy backstage for this exclusive interview.
I am Billy Joel. I can't get away from that.
Hey, Billy, say hi to the listeners.
If you were here, you would see that my nostrils are two different sizes.
How's the tour going?
I have so many songs, I can't remember the words.
Aren't you a little nervous about...
Yeah. Oh, boy, you better do your homework, Joel.
Aren't you a little nervous about going out on stage?
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to say? What am I going to write?
You sell out everywhere you go. I couldn't get in. How did these people get tickets?
If you had some money, you could pull some strings. If you knew a lawyer, you could do a legal tap dance.
Billy, did you ever think about how much your life has been influenced by pinking shears?
No, it's not on my mind all the time, but I think about it once in a while.
Now, what's your favorite Demented News episode?
I tell you the truth, I like them all for different reasons.
Billy, could you stand on your head and play the accordion while juggling answering machines with your feet?
I could. I mean, if I had to, I would do it. I've done it before. I know I'm capable of doing it.
Hey, have a good tour, Billy.
Oh, boy, you better do your homework, Joel.
Everybody saying that it sure sounds funny, but it's still Billy Joel.
We all play the game when we dance.
In other music news, poor Janice Ian.
What's the matter with her?
A Nashville judge has ordered Mary Lewis to stop harassing the singer.
I tried to stop her. I told her to stay away from humans.
Ian said Lewis has been sending her disgusting things through the mail.
What's the matter with her?
Now get this, packages containing dog feces.
What's the matter with her?
Now Lewis's attorney is trying to convince the judge to downgrade his client's crime.
Oh?
Yeah, to a simple case of postage due. And while Dr. Demento is on the road broadcasting from his mobile studio, I thought it would be a good opportunity to show you around the Demento archives.
I always wanted to do this.
I don't think he'll mind. If there's no one around, let's see if we can find a way in here. Oh, I know.
I come through the window.
Oh, I hope I don't set off the alarm. Oh, no, there goes the alarm. Hey, let's get inside. Let's get in. Wow, can't get over how big this place is.
This superimposed outline of the United States will give you an idea of its size.
Oh, here's what I want to play for you. The rarest 78 record in the world, valued at over $1 million bakshish.
Wow! Hey!
Oh, it's on the top shelf here. Let me see if I can climb up. Wait, let me see if I can reach it. Hey, I almost have it. Wait a second. There it is.
Well, at least now I know who's been stealing my Vanilla Ice 12-inchers. The evidence is right there on the Demented News. Well, I actually brought the really good ones along with me, William. They're in that 18-wheeler outside. Don't try anything. I've played quite a few original songs by the very talented Joe Keefe of Kennewick, Washington, and so for kitty ditty time, I'd like to bring back the very first one that I ever played of his. Joe's wife Sharon sings along on this one.
There are no cats mentioned in the Bible. I find this fact to be profound. There are dogs, hogs, frogs, and cattle, but cats are nowhere to be found. There are no cats mentioned in the Bible, so as far as I know they ain't been saved. What we need is a feline revival to get them little kitties to behave. So next Sunday when your cat is acting rude, tearing up the sofa wanting food, stuff him in a box, you won't be cruel. Help him find religion, take him to Sunday school. There are no cats mentioned in the Bible. It's a secret only God could ever tell. But even if we can't solve this riddle, we should try to save our kitties from hell. So next Sunday when your cat wakes you up, grab him by the tail and pick him up. Haul him off to church, you'll do him right. He's long overdue to see the light. There are no cats mentioned in the Bible. I find this fact to be profound. There are dogs, hogs, frogs, and cattle, but cats are nowhere to be found.
We are Siamese, if you please. We are Siamese, if you don't please. Now we're looking over our new domicile. If we like, we stay for maybe quite a while. Reaching in and make it drown. If we sneaking up upon it carefully, there will be a head for you, a tail for me. baby cry. Where we finding baby, there are milk nearby. If we look in baby buggy, there could be plenty milk for you and also some for me.
Ah, the royal cats of old Thailand, which used to be Siam back around the time when Istanbul was Constantinople and a dollar was worth 100 cents or 1,000 yen. The Siamese Cat Song by Peggy Lee from Walt Disney's Lady and the Tramp. And there are no cats mentioned in the Bible. No automatic teller machines either, I don't think. Joe and Sharon Keefe with the Cat Song. I promised you a couple of ragtime melodies. Well, they're not the maple leaf variety this time, but one I played last week that Joan and Lenny would like to hear again. Here's the Booger Man.
A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. Let me tell you a little story about my girlfriend. She came out of my house screaming at me. She said I stood her up for a Friday night date last night. I said, baby, last night was Thursday. She said, oh. And then she proceeded to give me a big hug and a kiss. And all of a sudden, it occurred to me, my baby's on the rag. My little baby's on the rag. Only 5 days a month, she's a total drag. Woman like a snake, she'll start to hiss the next minute. She'll want me to give her a kiss. Ow. You know what I'm talking about. And then she started complaining about how her breasts were sore. I said, I'm sorry. She said, you can't be sorry because men are pigs and they don't know what it's like to go through this. I said, oh. And then she went on for an hour telling me how big a pig men really were. I thought it wise to remain silent. And then she started crying. She started crying about her puppy that died when she was 2. She wanted me to hold her. Ow! My little baby's on the rag. Only 5 days a month, she's a total drag. Woman ain't like a snake. She'll start to hiss the next minute. She'll want me to give her a kiss. Ow! I'm beginning to worry. So let me tell you what happened. She made me go to the store for her. She said she couldn't be seen in public, bloated. So next thing I'm in the store, searching for the feminine hygiene aisle. I found the aisle. I knew I'd found the aisle. Because there was 10 of the guys in that aisle with sad looks on their faces. We bonded. My little baby's on the rag. All 5 days a month, she's a total drag. Woman like a snake, she'll start to hiss the next minute. She'll want me to give her a kiss. All of my little babies on the rag. Oh, 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 oh. You know what I'm talking about. My baby's on the rag, yeah.
a list of things I need to get done. As of this afternoon, I haven't finished one. If I don't hurry, I'll be late. Even so, I can't remember where I'm supposed to go. I would be fine if I could do without sleep. Was that my car phone or my pager that just beeped? It's 9 p.m. and I can head for home soon. I've had to go to the bathroom since noon. I can't cope, can't cope. I'm at the end of my rope, my rope. Why hope? Not a thing has ended the way that I intended. Doing the rag, the overextended rag. I shaved my legs driving to work. I ran late and now the blood is starting to coagulate. I just spilled coffee over my Rolodex. Last week I think I bounced 11 checks. I can't keep track of everything, heaven knows. Oh no, I snagged my last clean pair of pantyhose. But I stay dignified while falling apart. Why, I've made being neurotic an art. I can't cope, can't cope. I'm at the end of my rope, my rope. Why hope? Not a thing has ended the way that I intended. Doing the rag, the overextended rag. So why do I still try to rise above it? 'Cause who could do this too? There's too much of it, such stress. But yes, I confess, I really love it. I don't feel alive until my stomach's aching, my knees are shaking, my palms are quaking, the tension's making me sweat. Am I crazy yet? You bet! Oh God, I better hurry! I've got 3 presentations I've got to make and 9 proposals that I guess I'll simply fake. 23 letters I should really rewrite and 7 dinners to attend tonight. I've got to do it all, so I'll find a way. Well, I work better under pressure anyway. This week has really been a rough one, and how? Except it's only Tuesday morning now. I can't cope, can't cope. I'm at the end of my rope, my rope. Oh, I hope not a thing has ended the way that I intended. I'm on the rag, the overextended rag. While my hair is graying, I know what they'll be saying. She's on the rag, she's overextended. And it's a drag to have to defend it. Doing the rag, the overextended rag.
The overextended rag. Lauren Mayer on the Dr. Demento Show, and the Rag by the Boogerman, Jason Sachs. Our ragtime melodies for this week. Thank you very much. Back to Kitty Cat Town with Steve Martin right after this.
In the news, more embarrassing photos of government officials.
More mayonnaise spilled onto the exit ramp.
More school days added to the calendar.
More relaxing, beautiful music.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of, like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
Today's letter to Nike. Dear Nike, I like your cross-training shoe, but why did you call it Air Carnivore? That was dumb. Signed, Dirk. Boy, Dirk, your letter sure shook things up at Nike. The place is in a complete tailspin. Hard to believe no one realized the name was dumb. Dirk. We'll keep our eye on the ball next time. That's a promise. And Dirk, you'll be happy to know all production is on hold until we finish work on our new flagship product, the Air Dirk Trainer.
Weekdays, I'm in the office. Weekends, I'm in my band. It's cool, but you got one day to rehearse, so you don't let anything distract you, especially your stomach.
There's a hunger inside you.
Nothing satisfies your hunger like a Snickers bar, packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel.
Hey, you grab your amp, an extra set of strings, and some food. Those Snickers work between sets.
There's a hunger inside you.
Oh my God, it's Dr. Demento.
How many people have cats? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 10. Now, let me ask you this. Do you trust them? Because I've got to get a pair of cat handcuffs and I got to get them right away. Just the little ones that go around the little front paws. Or maybe the manacles of 4 that get all 4 paws. But what a drag. I found out my cat was embezzling from me. You think you know a cat for 10 years? He pulls something like this. Found out while I was away, he would go out to the mailbox, pick up the checks, take them down to the bank and cash them. Disguised as me. He had the little kitty arrow through the head. And the little kitty bunny ears. And I wouldn't have caught him, but I went outside to his house where he sleeps, and there was about $3,000 worth of cat toys out there. and you can't return them because they have spit all over them. So now I'm stuck with $3,000 worth of cat toys. Oh, sure, they're fun. Got the little rubber mouse, has a bell inside of it. Boy, I hate it when it goes under the sofa. Wow, give me that, give me that, give me that.
Stroke them, love to be free. Cats lie in the sun, I love to watch them. Pussycat fun. Who knows if they love you? Are they thinking of you? Rubbing up against you.
And Barnes with a song called Cats. There's a new recording out by Barnes and Barnes. You may not find it right away because it's not labeled as a Barnes and Barnes recording. More details about that in just a few minutes. Cats, by the way, may be found on their greatest hits album called Zabagabee, the best Barnes and Barnes. Cat Handcuffs was by Steve Martin. Last week we had a song called I Hate People. Well, here's Harry Waller with the feline equivalent of that.
Don't get me wrong when you hear my song. There's never been a guy like animals more. I'd do anything for a feather or a fin. Say hi to my friends at the zoo now and then. I like cows and pigs, ducks and geese. I could live with a goat or a hog. Of course I like a horse and I care for a bear. I could even help save a wolf, whale or a hare. I like dogs and frogs, fish and snails. I even like a little mouse. There's squirrels and worms, mooses and bugs. I've even had a snake and a lizard in my house. But I hate cats. They go around purring and drop all their fur in your oatmeal. I hate cats. They sneak around your house and they claw up your couch, and in the alley they lick dead rats. And if you kiss them 'cause they're cute, it makes me want to puke. You got rat germs on your face. I hate cats. They knock down your plants, they have kittens on your pants in the closet. I hate cats. You know I wouldn't really mind a tiger or a lion, but you can take your plain old cat and all your kitty litter and cans of chopped liver and throw them in a gunny sack. I hate cats. They make you sneeze and you start to wheeze, and they always have a lot of fleas. So if you wouldn't mind, would you take your feline and leave it at that? 'Cause I hate cats.
Never set the cat on fire. You only will annoy it. The heat will make the beast perspire. She surely won't enjoy it. Likewise, do not ignite the dog, the snake, the gerbil, or the frog. No, never set the cat on fire. And mind your manners as circumstances may require. And never set the cat on fire. Just don't. Don't open up the cabin hatch. The air is sure to leave it, and air is very hard to catch. You never will retrieve it. And though you think your life's a bore, don't open the reactor door. Don't open up the cabin hatch. And mind your manners as circumstances may require, and never set the cat on fire. Don't change the navigator's data. Someone's sure to see ya. You know the captain's view of that, a very bad idea. He doesn't want his ship to race, forever lost in endless space. Don't change the navigator's data. And mind your manners as circumstances may require, and never set the cat on fire. Don't start an interstellar war. It has no helpful uses. As people ask you, what's it for? You'll only make excuses. If 30 trillion folks get hurt, you'll go to bed with no dessert. Don't start an interstellar war. And mind your manners as circumstances may require, and never set the cat on fire. And mind your manners as circumstances may require. Big finish now. And never set the cat on fire.
Words to live by, I'd say, and Never Set the Cat on Fire by Frank Hayes. That's a folk song on the Dr. Demento Show. Folk songs, well, they're kind of like folk songs, but the F-I in filk, F-I-L-K, comes from the F-I in sci-fi, or science fiction. Leslie Fish, who sang Feline American Princess a little earlier, is also very well known for her folk songs. I Hate Cats by Harry Waller, and coming up some fast food and that new Barnes & Barnes thing, along with the Tubes and a demented surprise or two.
A glimpse of the near future from AT&T.
When Hartley first saw Lena in the record store, he flipped.
Ow, what a babe!
As she checked out the latest CD from the group Maybe, Hartley was inspired. He dashed outside and slipped his smart card into an ATM. So many options, so little time.
Event Maybe concert, row 20, seats 8 and 9.
Back inside, he made his move.
Hi, I see you're a Maybe fan. I've got these tickets.
Success. She said yes to Maybe. Concert tickets from your ATM. Can you believe it? You will. It's coming from AT&T.
And I wish you could see this crowd. More fans are wearing paper bags as the losing streak
More UFO sightings.
More tickets to the chess championship.
More commercials.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of. Like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
Today's letter to Nike. Dear Nike, where's Barkley get off saying he's not a role model? Is he a jerk or what? Signed, Pat. Dear Pat, Charles is a talented man, but he can't read 12 million kids a story, he can't pick up 30 million kids after school, and he can't breastfeed 9 million babies. A few years ago, maybe, but he's lost some weight. Charles can't tell your kids right from wrong, Pat. That's what parents do. Besides, Charles makes a lousy bottle of formula. Too lumpy.
Dr. Demento!
sounds like Clarence Crudwater Revival or something. Born in the bathtub, maybe.
Well, I've been thinking back to my childhood days. I can remember my mama's strange ways. All she ever fed me was peas and green beans, lettuce, spinach, and collard greens. She said it's very important to eat your green veggies. I can hear my mama calling me. Get back and finish your broccoli. My mama had such a strong will. I was saturated with chlorophyll. Then one night I pulled it out, green booger. Well, I picked it on the window in the pale moonlight. It had an eerie glow, almost looked alive. Called my mama, she turned on the light. Said, kill that thing before it multiplies. Oh my, what have I done, green booger? Well, and that just about wraps it up for this edition of the Evening News. We'll have an update on that outbreak of green slugs on the late edition. Weather-wise, hot and humid for at least the next 5 days. Excellent growing conditions for that veggie garden. Hey, I'm gonna booger on out of here. Have a fun weekend. Killer booger.
Well, may have sounded like Clarence Crudwater, but it was really Sneaky Pete. Don't be fooled. You might recall Pete's biggest demented hit, which is Booger in My Beer Mug. He's returned to that eternally fascinating subject in his latest unreleased tape. Well, now here's that Barnes & Barnes creation I mentioned. Their latest project is a cassette-only release on the Kid Rhino label. It's called the Dinosaur Album, a tape full of songs about, guess what? The artists have names like Pterodactyl Terry, Daddy Dripto, and the Nervous Nanosauruses, but they're all Bill Mumy and Robert Hamer, otherwise known as Barnes & Barnes. On this track they call themselves the Bohr Brothers.
If dinosaurs were here today, they could really help us. We could climb up on their giant backs and ride them like a school bus. Hi-ho, away we go, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Oh, high in the sky, riding on a dinosaur. If dinosaurs were here today, some people might be frightened, but others would be happy and awareness would be heightened. Hi-ho, away we go, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Oh, high in the sky, riding on a dinosaur. If dinosaurs were here today, they'd be crowded in the city. They'd live out in the country where it's spacious, green, and pretty. Hi-ho, away we go, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Oh, high in the sky, riding on a dinosaur. Here we go. If dinosaurs were here today, nothing would be taller. Elephants, giraffes, and whales would feel a whole lot smaller. Hi-ho, away we go, sometimes fast, sometimes
50-Foot Woman, done by the Tubes there. Ron Stulkin of Aurora, Colorado sent us a card requesting that one. And that's from an album called The Completion Backward Principle, and from the Dinosaur album, anonymously and pseudonymously done by Barnes & Barnes for Kid Rhino Cassettes. That was If Dinosaurs Were Here Today. And while we're on the subject of very large creatures, here's the latest from Joe and Sharon Keith.
Down in Venezuela there's a spider that crawls through the jungle where the forest rain falls, and it's the biggest spider in all the world. It's black and it's hairy, about as big as your foot, with 1-inch fangs. It would bite you if it could, and believe it or not, it's the favorite food of the natives. They catch it and they cook it and they eat it with delight. They snack on the legs and the thorax at night, and after savoring every bite, they use a fang for a toothpick. National Geographic sent some writers to the scene to get a taste of this strange cuisine. They said it was deliciously in between shrimp and lobster. Now I bet you anything some businessman will come up with a brilliant plan to open up across the land giant black spider restaurants, where waiters will be wearing spider hats, and spiders will be slaughtered and cooked in deep fat and served with French fried jungle flies that taste like chicken. And they'll go and tear the rainforest down to catch every spider that can be found and turn them into ground round spider burgers. And they'll put out ads where nothing's said, just Michael Jordan popping his head through a great big giant spider web, eating a tarantula sandwich. And they'll fry 'em and you'll buy 'em and you'll eat 'em with a grin. Spider juice will dribble down your chin, and when you're finished you'll go back again for more greasy fried giant spiders. Down in Venezuela where the jungle winds blow, a sleepy giant spider in his spider bungalow doesn't care 'cause he doesn't know he'll soon be someone's dinner.
A double cheeseburger, onion rings, and a large orange drink, please. Did you get my order? A double cheeseburger, onion rings, and a large orange drink. No, I want a cheeseburger, a double cheeseburger, onion rings, and a large orange drink. A cheeseburger. I want to listen to me. Shut up. A double cheeseburger. Say it. Double cheeseburger. Double cheeseburger. Right. Onion rings. Say it. Onion rings. Onion rings. And a large orange drink. Large orange drink. Drink. Say it. Drink. I want a double cheeseburger, onion ring, and a large orange drink. Ah! No.
Fast Food with Stevens and Gridnick on the Dr. Demento Show, and another cogent comment on the fast food industry and other things. Giant Spiders, an unreleased tape by Joe and Sharon Keefe. I'm Dr. Demento, and more about life in the food chain after this.
In the news, more embarrassing photos of government officials.
More mayonnaise spilled onto the exit ramp.
More school days added to the calendar.
More relaxing, beautiful music.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of. Like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
Today's letter to Nike. I can't find Air Force high shoes in my size. Can you send me some 23 triple E's? Signed, Dave. Sorry, Dave. We don't have your size 23, but we do have some very pretty canoes. Career advice, Dave. Freak show! You, fish boy, bearded Betty traveling around the country with a lot to talk about. Oh, and Dave, Lipo suck those toes. You'll be down to 22 D's in no time. Give our best to Mr. Spongeface.
You run a roller coaster like this, monster, and safety's your #1 concern. No matter what, you just can't let anything distract you, especially your stomach.
There's a hunger inside you.
Nothing satisfies your hunger like a Snickers bar, packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel.
I need to be sure the little ones don't sneak on, that folks buckle up, and I need food, so I grab a Snickers.
There's a hunger inside you.
Dr. Demento!
Here's Tony O.K. with a song about life in the food chain.
Well, your mother was there to protect you. Your papa was there to provide. So how in the world did the exit on baby wind up in this hotel so broken inside? You lie on your bed in the midnight darkness, listening to every sound, watching the shadows or anything moving and hoping they don't come around. 'Cause it's the dog eat dog, and it's the cat pound. It's a watch your step and a cross yourself and a get back in our house. And it's a dog die, it's push and shove, because everybody's hungry and there isn't quite enough. That's right, we're talking about the good life in the food chain. Love among the ruins. I guess that you finally come to accept that there's nothing you can do about it. It's kinda like carving the turkey, kinda like mowing the lawn. Everything gets to this certain dimension, winds up on a customer's plate and then gone. 'Cause the dog eats dog, and it's the cat and mouse. good life in the food chain. Love among the ruins. I guess that you finally come to accept it's just nothing you can do about it. It's kinda like carving a turkey, kinda like mowing the lawn. Everything gets to this certain dimension, winds up on a customer's plate.
I threw some meat into the pond, where it fell and who on. You don't know what it does to me to see meat sink so rapidly. I threw a lamb chop in the ocean with a swift athletic motion. You can't imagine how I'd wish to know my meat had hit a fish. I can't describe how my heart's achin' to cover up that stream with bacon. This very concept makes me quiver to throw a liver in the river. For some time it's been my belief that water should be full of beef. Surely, if I had a pony, I'd not need to sink baloney.
Bake a calico with some sourdough. Boil a tabby that's nice and flabby. Fry an Abyssinian, in our opinion. Walk a Siamese with some Chinese. Have one too. Russian blue makes fabulous stew. Persian gray makes tasty souffle. The best part of a Rex is just their necks. Turkish bobtail goes great with a cocktail. Was a finicky cat.
Him and his foot
were eating like that.
The cat in the hat inside my arm.
We're eating with
green eggs and ham.
I think we saw a putty tat.
We want one now.
That's nice and fat.
We've been licking our chops
for a cat called Socks.
We'll even eat the litter box.
Chewing a Manx with beans and franks. Grilled Angora, we'd love to have more. A roadkill, us as a cat. Tastes just like a welcome mat. Roast a Maine Coon could feed a whole room. We ain't kitty cats, we ain't kitty cats, we ain't kitty cats, they're really great to chew. We ain't kitty cats, we ain't kitty cats, we ain't etc. Won't you have one too? We ain't kitty cats, we ain't kitty cats, we ain't kitty cats, they're really great to chew. We ain't kitty cats, we ain't kitty cats, we ain't kitty cats.
Won't you have one too?
When our Fluffy has been gathered to the bosom of the Lord to spend eternity as heaven's guest, after years of faithful servitude, we'll get our sweet reward. We get to keep the part we like the best. Now we love her 'cause she's free and she has a pleasant shape, but for conversation she don't feel no bill. So when her kitty soul's departed, she'll be wonderful landscape, and I can leave her to my grandchild in my will. So we'll ship her off to Nisswa, Minnesota, where the enterprise is private and it's free. And when she's been freeze-dried, she can always stay inside. We'll never to pee. They will freeze dry any critter, from a gerbil to a snake. Just ship the corpse and you can't pick the pose. They can make her fierce or winsome, fast asleep or wide awake. Now's your chance to put that earring in her nose. And that sad day when it's Fluffy's turn, we'll know what to request. So she'll look lifelike now and evermore. And we'll prop her up in the kitchen in the way we know her best, hovering by the refrigerator door. So we'll ship her off to Nisswa, Minnesota, where they'll fix her up just like she was their own. No more trips to the pet food store, no more dead birds on the floor. Eat your heart out, Eva Perón.
Well, last week we had freeze-dried Fido, so in the interests of equal time for kitty cats, Forever Fluffy with Nancy White. On the Dr. Demento Show, Life in the Food Chain by Tony O'Kay led off that stack of laugh-and wax. And continuing in that vein, Chandler Travis recited his poem, I Threw Some Meat into the Pond. Defectives with some truly demented dinner music called We Eat Kitty Cats. Meow. Get out a pen and paper now, and I'll tell you how you can become a member of the all-new Demento Society. If you join now, you'll receive a membership card, a demented bumper sticker, a press kit with my official bio, the world's most demented button, and a personally autographed photo of yours truly. Plus, you'll receive a copy of my newsletter to keep you hip to all the latest happenings in dementia land. And for a limited time only, you'll also get a demented compact disc or tape full of mad music and crazy comedy. This CD and tape not sold in stores. It's available exclusively to members of the Demento Society. The entire demented package, including the special CD or tape, costs only $14.95 per year. So send your cash, check, or money order to Dr. Demento, care of the Demento Society, P.O. Box 884, Culver City, California 90232. That's $14.95 to the Demento Society, P.O. Box 884, Culver City, California 90232. We're going to be devouring the Funny Five pretty soon. A little bit of merriment featuring John Cleese and Jonathan Lynn right after this on the Dr. Demento Show.
A glimpse of the near future from AT&T.
The famous ballet star finished his live demonstration from Moscow as hundreds of students watched on classroom monitors across the U.S. A boy from Cleveland spoke up.
Hey, can you really jump 6 feet straight up?
Of course, silly boy. I show you.
With a mighty leap, he flew into the air, then did a split. So did his tights. He didn't get up to take a bow. Interactive learning linking classrooms around the world. Can you believe it? You will. It's coming from AT&T.
And I wish you could see this crowd. More fans are wearing paper bags as the losing streak
More UFO sightings.
More tickets to the chess championship.
More commercials.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of. Like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
Today's letter to Nike. Dear Nike, I bought Air Jordans and I still can't dunk. What gives? Signed, Alex. Alex, you sure you can't dunk? Everyone else can. Do you have calf muscles? Those help. How about your hands? Can you palm a grapefruit? Your family have a history of this kind of thing? Al, are you a bedwetter? Gee, Al, don't know what else to tell you. Maybe you're just screwed.
Got another one here for Labor Day weekend. Making religious oil paintings might not seem like the toughest kind of labor you can do, but does have its difficulties. Check this out.
Evening, Your Grace. Evening, Michelangelo. I want to have a word with you about this Last Supper of yours.
Oh, yes?
I'm not happy with it.
Oh, dear. It took hours.
Not happy at all.
Do the jellies worry you? No, they add a bit of colour, don't they? Oh, I know, you don't like the kangaroo.
What kangaroo?
I'll alter it, no sweat.
I never saw a kangaroo.
Well, it's right at the back, but I'll paint it out, no problem. I'll make him into a disciple. All right now?
That's the problem.
What is?
The disciples.
Are they too Jewish? I made Judas the most Jewish.
No, it's just that there are 28 of them.
Well, another one would hardly notice then. So I'll make the kangaroo into a disciple. And, all right. We'll lose the kangaroo altogether. I don't mind. I was never completely happy with it.
That's not the point. There are 28 disciples.
Too many?
Well, of course it's too many.
Well, in a way, but I wanted to give the impression of a huge get-together, you know, a real Last Supper. Not just any old supper, but a proper final treat. A real mother of a blowout.
There were only 12 disciples at the Last Supper.
Well, supposing some of the others happened to drop by.
There were only 12 disciples altogether.
Well, maybe they'd invited some friends.
There were the 12 disciples and our Lord at the Last Supper. The Bible clearly says so.
No friends?
No friends.
Waiters?
No.
Cabaret?
No.
Well, you see, I like them. They fill out the canvas. I mean, I suppose we could lose 3 or 4 of them. You know, make 1 or 2 of them.
There were only 12 disciples.
I've got it. We'll call it the penultimate supper.
What?
There must have been one. I mean, if there was a last one, there must have been one before that, right?
Yes.
Right, so this is the penultimate supper. The Bible doesn't say how many people were there, does it?
No.
No, but there you are.
Look, the Last Supper is a significant event in the life of our Lord. The penultimate supper was not, even if they had a conjurer and a steel band. Now, I commissioned a Last Supper from you, and a Last Supper I want.
Yeah, but look.
With 12 disciples and 1 Christ.
1?
Yes, 1. Now, will you please tell me what in God's name possessed you to paint this with 3 Christs in it?
It works, mate!
It does not work!
It does! It looks great! The fat one balances the 2 skinny ones!
There was only 1 Saviour.
Well, I know that. Everyone knows that. But what about a bit of artistic license?
1 Redeemer!
I'll tell you what you want, mate! You want a bloody photographer! Not a creative artist with some imagination!
I'll tell you what I want. I want a Last Supper with 1 Christ, 12 disciples, no kangaroos by Thursday lunch, or you don't get paid.
Bloody fascist!
Look, I'm the bloody Pope. I may not know much about art, but I know what I like.
I'm on the cutting edge, and I'm so cool. I'm on the cutting edge, and I'm so key. I'm on the cutting edge, and I'm too key for you. I don't have to, I just don't have to sing that good. I don't have to play good guitar, 'cause I'm on the cutting edge. I don't have to play good guitar. I don't have to sing that good. I'm on the edge. I'm on the cutting edge. I'm on the cutting edge. I'm on the cutting edge. So there. It's on the cutting edge, man. That's why you don't like it. I'm on the cutting edge. I'm on the cutting edge. And the key. I'm on the cutting edge.
It ain't easy being on the cutting edge. In fact, it's downright painful. Ouch! Whether it's alternative music or Renaissance painting or slicing jalapeno peppers, The Cutting Edge is an unreleased tape from Groove Handle of Harrison, Arkansas. You might remember their earlier song, Darlin' Sweet Oblivia. The Penultimate Supper, featuring John Cleese and Jonathan Lynn, was from the Rhino CD compilation of British comedy called The Dead Parrot Society. All right, Dementites and Dementoids, what time is it? I hear you from all over the world. It is funny fang time on the Dr. Demento Show. Thank you. We have a glorious old hymn for you this week, number 5 in the hymnal. Strike the guitar, Brother John.
People tell me I ought to save my money so that I could be laid away in style in a walnut box with all the fancy trimming, vacuum sealed to keep me fresh a while. But send me to glory in a glad bag, don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday, let the sanitation a local bear me home. Sell all my worldly possessions and buy yourself a case or two of Pabst. Let the empties be my memorial tombstone, engrave them with this epitaph. Send me to glory in a glad bag, don't waste the fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday, let the sanitation local bear me home. If I should die upon the eve of Christmas, just place my baggie by the Christmas tree. And when the children, they open all their goodies, the big surprise would be the death of me. Send me to glory in a glad bag, don't waste the fancy coffin on my bones. Put me out on the curb next Tuesday, let the sanitation local bear me home. But maybe I am not bound for glory, but to that other place I would not choose. And if it seems that I'm headed in that direction, then an oven bag would be the thing to use. Send me to glory in a glad bag, don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday, let the sanitation local bear me home. Send me to glory in a glad bag, don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday, let the sanitation local bear me home.
Send me to glory in a glad bag. Brother John Biggs with number 5 on the Funny Five. Number 4 is about sending a small person a couple of feet closer to heaven. And we'll hear it after these sermons from our beloved sponsors.
The faster you move on these blades, the hungrier you get. Whoa! You gotta pay attention to every bump on the road. Start listening to your stomach, and you're through.
There's a hunger inside you.
Nothing satisfies your hunger like a Snickers bar, packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel.
It's a lot of fun. You just always wear wrist guards and carry some food. Those Snickers really work.
There's a hunger inside you.
Today's letter to Nike. Dear Nike, I like your cross-training shoe, but why did you call it Air Carnivore? That was dumb. Signed, Dirk. Boy, Dirk, your letter sure shook things up at Nike. The place is in a complete tailspin. Hard to believe no one realized the name was dumb. Dirk. We'll keep our eye on the ball next time. That's a promise. And Dirk, you'll be happy to know all production is on hold until we finish work on our new flagship product, the Air Dirk Trainer.
In the news, more embarrassing photos of government officials.
More mayonnaise spilled onto the exit ramp.
More school days added to the calendar.
More relaxing, beautiful music.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of. Like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
Number 4. Hey, Snow White, wanna go out tonight? I'm gonna take you to a place, make you feel alright. This cruel world just ain't for me. I wanna cry. You see, I wanna go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. I wanna go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. I gotta go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. I gotta go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. Oh yeah, I just wanna have some fun. And when I'm throwing and bowling, I feel number 1. Darts and pool ain't enough for me. I need more. You see, I wanna go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. I wanna go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. I gotta go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. I gotta go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. It makes me feel good when I throw a little dough. No one can stop me in a midget throwing mood. Hey little guy, hey little guy. Hey little guy, hey little guy. Hey little guy, hey little guy. Bye bye little guy. Everybody go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. We wanna go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. We wanna go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. We gotta go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. We wanna go dwarf tossing, midget bowling. We wanna go dwarf tossing.
Number 3.
We're here in Jurassic Park to be among the first guests to experience this thrilling new adventure. With me is Park Director John Hammond. Mr. Hammond, do you have time for a few questions? What exactly is Jurassic Park? And how did you find the DNA to clone dinosaurs? Will you take us for a tour?
I'm gonna take you places you've never been before, and you'll be so happy that you came.
Now, you're sure it's safe? We're climbing aboard a Land Rover. Hey, who's driving this thing?
My name is Cheech and I am a school bus driver.
Wait a second, no one is driving. It's remote control.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
All the dinosaurs are confined behind electrified fences. Mr. Hammond, how do they survive?
With their intellect and the savoir-faire.
Look over there! It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex! I bet he wrecks everything. Boy, is that dinosaur! Mr. Hammond, what's it saying?
I wanna get risky with you.
Hey, Hey, why did we stop?
You've gone too far.
Oh no, the power has gone out. Mr. Hammond, see if you can get the command center on the radio.
These walkie-talkies are cool Rooney, man.
Let me try. Command center, what happened? Why did we blow a fuse?
I turned on the lights, the TV, and the radio.
That means all the electrified fences are off. Boy, you couldn't pay me to get out of the Land Rover now.
Here, have $1. In fact, no, brother man. Here, have 2.
I'm standing outside the Land Rover. Paleobotanist Ellie Sadler says the dinosaurs are escaping. Mr. Hammond, could it be? Well, what do you have to say?
Have I told you lately that I love you?
Oh no! It's a T-Rex! No, not that T-Rex. It's headed this way!
I'm pumping, I'll blow your house in.
And there's a Velociraptor!
Here comes the race.
No, they're everywhere! We'll need some fancy footwork to get out of this one.
Oh, get down, turn around, go to town.
But wait, here comes paleontologist Alan Grant. He'll save us. Dr. Grant, can you help us?
I'll take my chances that it's not too late.
Oh, good job! You got them all!
All 7 and we'll watch them fall.
Dr. Grant, what is happening here? And one of the guests on the Land Rover has gone berserk, ranting incoherently. Mr. Hammond, your dinosaurs are on a mad rampage. What are you gonna do now? But wait, here comes the most deadly dinosaur of all. No, it's Barney. No, we're all gonna die. Mr. Grant, shoot him. Shoot him. Hey, T-Rex, wake up. We need you. Wake up.
And remember to say please and thank you. And remember too that I love you.
It's just like the movie, only with better music. A trip to Jurassic Park with whimsical Will, your guide. Dr. Demento exclusive in the tradition of the immortal Dickie Goodman. And it's number 3 on the Funny 5 this week. Dwarf Tossin' by Bouquet of Veal. Another unreleased tape, number 4 this week. And as for number 2, well, you've heard of the chipmunks. Funny little rodents they are, but for pure dementia, you've got to hand it to the squirrels.
Squirrels. All we really are is squirrels. We're being hunted, we are squirrels. We are appealing, we are squirrels. We want to gather nuts, but people splatter our guts when they're on a country drive. It isn't easy to survive. Back in the other day, I saw a squirrel get blown away. They served him on a dinner tray. They baked him into a souffle. Squirrel season opens up today. If you're a squirrel, run away. I don't know what else I should say. Please call the ASPCA. Fur coats from us are made. Fur is nice, but I like suede. They scrape our fur off with a blade and never bother with first aid. We squirrels really like to play, and we like to catch some rays. Please don't kill us this we pray. We're cute and harmless anyway. Squirrels, we're not delicious. Squirrels, we are not raccoons. Squirrels don't live in palm trees. Squirrels, or in your bathroom. Squirrels. That's all we really are is squirrels. Isn't it fine I am a squirrel? Please help and save us, we are squirrels. I wanna whip out my squirrel. 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 Squirrel.
making it 3 in a row for the unreleased tape library. Squirrels by the Beastly Boys, the pride of Phoenix, Arizona. Number 2 this week on the Dr. Demento Funny 5, which can only mean that number 1 is next. What will it be?
And I wish you could see this crowd. More fans are wearing paper bags as the losing streak
More UFO sightings.
More tickets to the chess championship.
More commercials.
Or more of something you'd actually want more of, like Hershey's Bar None. With chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, caramel, peanuts, and smooth milk chocolate, Bar None gives you more of the candy bar taste you're looking for. Hershey's Bar None. It's the one with more. Bar None.
Today's letter to Nike. Dear Nike, where's Barkley get off saying he's not a role model? Is he a jerk or what? Signed, Pat. Dear Pat, Charles is a talented man, but he can't read 12 million kids a story, he can't pick up 30 million kids after school, and he can't breastfeed 9 million babies. A few years ago, maybe, but he's lost some weight. Charles can't tell your kids right from wrong, Pat. That's what parents do. Besides, Charles makes a lousy bottle of formula. Too lumpy.
Weekdays, I'm in the office. Weekends, I'm in my band. It's cool, but you got one day to rehearse, so you don't let anything distract you, especially your stomach.
There's a hunger inside you.
Nothing satisfies your hunger like a Snickers bar, packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel.
Hey, you grab your amp, an extra set of strings, and some food. Those Snickers work between sets.
There's a hunger inside you. It's time for number 1. This is it. Here it comes, number 1.
Do you wanna go to work today?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna pay some bills?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna shovel snow?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna go out to a bar?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you wanna do the dishes?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna go to church?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna buy insurance?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna make the bed?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna get married?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna eat sushi?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna go to Illinois?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna do a shot with me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you wanna get the flu?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna talk to Ziggy?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna fall down?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna watch soccer?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna go to prison?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna get a haircut?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna swallow poison?
No, I don't wanna do that.
Do you wanna get in a hot tub full of blackberry brandy with Cindy Crawford?
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Want to Do Dat, but a whole lot of people wanted to hear that song this week, so after many appearances on the Funny Five, that one checks into the top spot this week. The Happy Schnapps combo with No, I Don't Want to Do That. What song do you want to hear on the show? Next week, for the first time in a while, we're going to have an all-request Dr. Demento show. We've hired a carrier pigeon to deliver the mail to me right up here in Upper Perplexity. A very big and strong carrier pigeon, so get those letters in. The address is coming right up. And if you've enjoyed listening to the show, please give this station a call and let them know. This program is produced and distributed by On the Radio Broadcasting, all rights reserved. Special thanks to Lori Wilson, Cheryl Kistler, The Babe, Spartacus, Boo Boo, and Dollface. And a big tip of my top hat to Harold Bronson, Stephanie Bronson, Richard Foose, and everybody at Rhino Records for making the show possible. Also, Sue Hansen, Barry Wineset, Andy Bloom, and Warren Debenham. Executive producer Jeff Levy. And you can write to me at P.O. Box 884, Culver City, California 90232. P.O. Box 884, Culver City, California 90232. Thanks for listening. Till next week, don't forget to stay demented.